Well, let's handicap Bachmann's chances and get some insight from our Washington executive editor, Al Hunt. So, Al, I mean, Michele Bachmann is a hometown girl there in Iowa. How seriously should we take these polls that show her really neck and neck with Romney?
Very seriously, Margaret, because if you look at Iowa and the caucuses, which you go out on a Monday night, it's snowy, it requires real commitment. And the one thing about the Bachmann supporters is they tend to be very committed. She's the type of candidate that is likely to outdistance her polls. So sure, it's 6 months away and a lot can happen, but she's got a great base in the state of Iowa. This is a sequential contest. Iowa is the first one that matters, and she has a very good chance of winning in Iowa.
So what does her win take away from some of the other contenders there?
Well, first of all, it poses real problems for several. If you're Tim Pawlenty, you also really have to win in Iowa. That's next door. You've invested, as Peter said earlier, a lot of time. And how he takes on Michele Bachmann there and differentiates will be very important. The other person it affects is Rick Perry, the governor of Texas, who's thinking about getting in, appealing to much of the same base as Michele Bachmann. If you're Rick Perry and you get in and you finish 3rd or 4th in Iowa and 3rd or 4th in New Hampshire, it's sayonara. You don't jumpstart presidential campaigns in Florida or Texas or someplace else. So I think that the force of her candidacy is going to have an effect on several other candidates. Also, Mitt Romney's going to have to decide, does he really want to go full out in Iowa?
Well, you know, one of the touch points here, certainly in Bachmann's rhetoric and the Tea Party rhetoric, is anti-spending and controlling our deficits. In Washington, now that the president has gotten involved, we have these key meetings happening at the White House today. How close are we to actually not only coming up with a deal to cut, $2 trillion, but one that'll make a significant difference in spending?
Well, on the first question, I would guess we're probably, about 36 days away. Is that August 2nd, whatever the deadline is? It may be a little bit sooner than that, but not much. There'll be a lot of posturing. There'll be maybe even some false starts between now and then. The second question you ask is fundamental, and that will only occur if the Republicans give on taxes and the Democrats give on Medicare. You cannot cobble together a serious deal without a great deal of additional revenues and without cutting back on entitlements. And those are the battle lines that have been joined.
Oh, and they are not insignificant ones. Thank you very much, Al Hunt.